Dunwall Tower, returning home. You have just returned from a journey of several months, visiting the other nations in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else, and the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you. The plague has taken so many, and we must find a cure. When you are near, my heart is at peace. Emily and I will count the days until you return. Hurry home, and bring good news.
Yeah, I think he's serving her a little bit more than his job, if I'm not mistaken. Why am I starting off the game with that comment?
That's it. Watch it. Cast off line. Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way.
A long way to bring bad news. The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic.
Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now.
Maybe. We live in strange times.
Somehow I
Sending
doubt
the
that.
Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual.
Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague. Ho there! We're going up. Sealed. Ready.
This is so cool.
Turning on the pipes. And she's rising. Home at last. Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down. The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Alright. So I'm not sure if they ever established this in the game. I guess we'll kind of find out. But to me, the rat plague, you know, you kind of think
What to do next time?
like the plague.
Yes. Pressure was
But
too
honestly,
low.
the issue is more the
Good luck,
rats
sir.
themselves, from what I remember.
Oh, you're back! Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
I absolutely love Emily. She's one of my favorite characters. We're definitely playing with her.
Okay, here we go. Let's go! Come on!
How do I run? Oh, that was easy.
Did you see
No.
any monsters while traveling to the other isles? My nanny says the big ocean's full of them. But I think she only says that to scare me. Ooh. Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you. Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
If I remember, I just like hit over here last
1,
time.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think she like literally just couldn't find me over here.
9, 10. Here I come.
Not that I care. Ooh. Oh, she's perceptive. Christ. Maybe I should have actually hid. Okay, we're doing like a 2 out of 3 here if you catch me. She saw me through that crack. That's ridiculous. That's...
About here. Okay, you win. We should go now, so Mother can see you too.
Signs of impatience.
Follow me, Corvo.
So, the one thing I did not like about this game, because I think it's an amazing game, is the fact that Corvo has no voice. Though it does make it more role-player style, so you can make your own choices. But I mean, I just don't like having a silent protagonist, and I'd love to know what he's thinking. Especially in games like this, where you spend most of your time on your own.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
So that is Anton Sokolov doing the painting. He's like the inventor to the for the Empress, or for the Empire. I don't know if he technically works under her directly, but... And Campbell, I can't remember Campbell's position. I always forget who's who.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like
She'll see you
Campbell.
at once.
They'll say what he is. I don't know if he's High Overseer or what. They may have already said it, actually. And then that's the Empress, of course.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Do you remember their names, Beth? Because I can't remember everybody's names and their positions.
Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me. What news have you brought?
Do I have to go around, maybe? Uh-oh. There's supposed to be a prompt for this. I didn't do that. Oh, I better turn those on. I'm gonna need to turn on the prompts, I think.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before. Knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking point. Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Mother, look!
Uh-oh.
What are they doing on the rooftop?
What? Emily, come here!
Oh,
Emily, get behind me!
forgot they have powers.
Another one! Corvo, thank you. If you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No! Get away from her! Corvo!
Mommy! Get away! Corvo!
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes, he's killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Peg him.
Hence the name of the game. Coldridge Prison. Blocking is a... Okay, never mind. Dishonored. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the Royal Spy Master, that's who that was, Okay, so, and I want to say the other one's the High Overseer. Campbell's the High Overseer. The royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter, Emily, the royal heir. Now, locked away in Coldridge Prison, the time of your execution draws near. Now I can't remember the spy master's name. Okay, I need to turn on the button prompts because I'm going to forget those.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession, and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time, and someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
A friend, you say? Whatever could that mean? Why do villains always feel a need to do exposition? Couldn't have said that better. Alright, so let's see, is it good bread? Corvo. Let's see, anonymous message. Who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell. And good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. Signed, a friend.
Dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense?
Ooh, that's my actual sword too.
How come so many people are coming to the execution tomorrow?
Can they see me through this?
It's on account of Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
So it's an occasion.
Right.
Just kind of getting a feel for the controls here.
Come see the noble Lord Protector get his head chopped off.
Okay, that's the lean one.
As bad as us betting on the dogfights.
Oh, there's 3 guys there.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Huh?
Saw nothing.
Give your wind or something.
I'm already screwing up.
Hey,
alright.
I don't need shit from you.
How do I do this again? The lean. Whoop, there we go. Okay. Make sure I don't do that in real life, because you know it doesn't actually help.
No. Stupid goddamn.
Okay, if I can.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the
I did
personnel assigned to
not
the
mean to
event
kill
and
this guy.
approved
I did not mean to do that. What is wrong with me? Okay, got it. That icon is for death. Don't do that. They're just going about their day like, nothing unusual. Guard disappeared.
That's just ridiculous. Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. Bunch of crap.
Come on, turn around. I'm gonna have to grab him.
Seen any more big rat swarms?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Crap. Dang. Can I get in this? I can't. If he comes right over here. We're all just gonna pretend I didn't stab that guy back there, right? I knew I should have done the other button. I'm already causing myself problems down the road.
Yeah, but I had to crack skulls. Lazy bastards.
They don't want to work. They don't get their ration of elixir. It's that simple.
The military or the plague?
Wait.
Attention. The solitary...
Stupid cut.
Was he talking to somebody? That could have been bad.
Military wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Seen anybody with signs of the sickness?
Please, not now.
Okay, I'm just gonna go this way. The name Corvo keeps making me think Raven or Crow. Yeah, that might be what it meant. It would kind of be fitting for his character.
Stupid goddamn. Son of
Anybody here?
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Seekers. Alright. I don't think this guy's gonna come over here, but I just want to make sure before I make my move. I said no reloads, right? Well, actually, I should probably do saves at least. Wow, it's the last time I played this. That is much more recent than I thought it was. You know, do the lean. Can they see me when I lean? I love Corvo's sword. Okay, can I get him in time?
Hey, can I buy your ration of elixir from today?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Scope out the yard first. Don't just make my move, right? Scope it out. Take a look around a little bit. I'm not seeing anybody. Can I open these? No, I cannot. Not seeing anybody. Hello, ready.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution.
So you gotta wonder, is the rat plague supposed to be like the, bubonic plague? They talk about the sickness, but the main issue in this game is really not the disease to us. It's actually the rats. Duty Officer's Report. Corvo's Interrogation. Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves, follow their orders without hesitation, and keep the torture under control. If Corvo dies in his hands instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. Nice people, eh?
Corvo's unconscious again. Though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination of an empress is not a trivial matter.
Yes, let's leave voice recordings of us behind about this. That sounds like a real good plan. I agree, Beth. This game does have a lot in common with Thief. At least the reboot. I don't know anything about the old Thief games, so I don't know if they're like the same or not. Empty bottle. Thief is amazing, and I'm specifically leaving that for summer so that you and I can plan around that, because I know you're a big fan. The Trials of Aptitude. Excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Let's see. Once a child shows their proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs, ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to the outposts outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to Whitecliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. There's so much lore in this game. Hey there, Phoenix. Can I open this? Oh yeah. Clockwork explosive. Oh yeah, that's why I was like, wait, why am I in here again? Alright, we got the explosive. You know, it sounds an awful lot like you're trying to spoil the game for people. One of the main ones that fed into my completionist tendencies. Yeah, I agree. Let's see, where do we go from here? Use the people. Reminder to self.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
She's just walking through. I think he's just walking through, but...
Report's trouble for both of us. I'm moving.
Got one guy there. Can they see me up here?
Hey, I heard you got eaten alive in
They can't see me in the shadows.
Shut up.
Okay. Or at least not from a distance. I know that works on lower difficulty, but...
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I don't think I've actually ever watched anybody play this one.
Nasty furry filth.
Honestly, there's not much you can do for backseating with me. I've played this before. But I just don't want them to spoil it for other people. Okay, stop copying it. Jeez. So I need to get up there. I think. Marker's over that way. Yeah, I know, it is annoying. I don't like backseaters, but that's why I usually just play games that I know, so they can't really spoil anything for me, and then I just ignore them. These look like dog cages. We should probably stay away from them. So, do I want to deal with them, or just go up?
The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Okay. Can he see me over here? Hey, that guy's a key. Oh wait, this is my chance. No, you know, never mind.
Corvo's execution is
Shit.
tomorrow, right?
Yeah, but everything has to be set up today.
I can't wait to see his head roll. What everyone did?
Attention.
I really like
Tomorrow's
those.
execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
I know there's dogs in the second one. I don't remember if there's dogs in this one. I want to say there probably are.
Did I tell you about the time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress?
Another night, another patrol with you.
Crap, there's a lot of guys. Yeah, he's gonna see me over here, isn't he? Uh-oh. Maybe I should go through the door. Can I get in there? If I can take this guy out.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance crews, unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Someone there?
No. Absolutely not.
Damn it!
What? Someone help me out! I can't find him.
You saw nothing!
He got his legs.
Oh crap. Okay, run.
Watch him.
No!
You're fish bait now.
Oh man. Wait, when was the last time I saved? Oh no! Does this game autosave? I can't remember. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Don't peek around the corner when there's a guy staring at you. Got it. We'll see how many times I make that mistake.
Corvo's execution is tomorrow, right?
Oh
Yeah,
man, autosaves,
everything has
thank
to be
you.
set up today.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see his head roll. Let
Oh,
everyone
come
know,
on.
I really like
Tomorrow's
the
execution will be restricted to the
I like my
personnel
head where it
assigned
is.
to the event and
Can I get
approved dignitaries
in there?
only.
I don't know. The sheet metal doesn't seem to be helping, although I do like Sacred pointing out that it's just conveniently propped there for me. Can I go through here? Is that a guard? No, why would he be in a cell? Of course it's not a guard. Oh! Okay. Wait. I probably don't want to be going this way, do I? Can I sneak through here?
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance.
Let's go with no on that.
Unless accompanied by an officer of the watch.
Okay.
Escort through the solitary wing.
I feel like I need to
must
take
be
this guy out.
scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Elixir. Bunch of crap.
So where do you stop? No, it was right where the doors were.
The time I almost caught that guy who killed the Empress.
You're such a choffer.
A chopper? What the heck does that mean?
No, stupid goddamn.
Alright.
No,
No, that's not the beginning. That's the same spot I was just at. That's where I got. This is where I got caught. Oh, you mean over here? Yeah, that's where my cell is. I didn't realize that guy was in prison there. I thought you meant the reload.
Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved dignitaries only.
Okay, so how am I gonna take this guy out? Or hear me out. Okay. You saw nothing. Okay.
Get on his legs.
No! Not again! Okay. Alright. Damn it.
Get him. Dump you in the river.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to
Well.
maintenance, unless accompanied
That
by
went
an
swimmingly.
officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing must be scheduled in advance, with 1 week's notice.
Nothing to see here. They're all alive and well. This whole low chaos thing ain't going my way, is it? I will say, the violence in this game is pro level. Ooh. So I probably needed to take out the guys no matter what here. Not like kill, but... Are you freaking kidding me? More guards? Oh, this is bad. So where's the guy? Oh, there he is. No. I was gonna go for him and I'm like, wait, no. I don't care. I don't care if you tell me. I know I'm not gonna. I know I'm not gonna do well.
Huh?
Nothing.
Whacked in the head?
He's just sleeping. He's just sleeping. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Find you, you hagfish.
Come on. Is that necessary?
I know you're here. Got you now. Take. Someone
All right.
help me out. Die.
Can I do that?
Dump you in the river.
It must be a Dishonored 2 thing. Let's just run. We don't need that. Might want to move away from that dude. Well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can still pull off the low chaos. Come on, let's get this going.
If he gets to the sewer, we'll lose him.
Suck it! Oh, they got guns. Run! Oh man, wait, are they still after me? You know what? Let's just keep going. Let's not worry about them. Let's just keep going. Are you trying to tell me I should have killed everybody? Dunwall Sewers, fugitive. You have escaped Coldridge Prison with the help of hidden allies. If you can reach the Wrenhaven River, they promise to aid you in your next move. All right. Well, maybe we spilled a bit more blood there than I planned on, but.
Some kind of explosive to blast his way out. That doesn't happen by accident.
God, come on.
Who'd know how to do that?
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
You guys are relentless.
One of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you.
Oh. I was totally on the lines of saying suck it back there, and then I saw him pull out a gun, and I was like, you know what? I value my life. So, this is what I'm talking about. I'm like, is the real problem a disease, or is it this? I mean, because come on, there's no body left. This is getting to like a Plague Tale level here. Like, look at that. Okay, don't approach the rats. Got it. Got it. You guys aren't gonna like jump me if I drop down here, are you? Oh, there's a door. Okay. Oh. So if it's following with real life, then that would be a bacteria that they're carrying. Where are you guys going? Wait. Oh, okay. You're not gonna come over here, are you? Up. That'll last them a while, right? Right? Damn, they go through that quick. Oh, they don't seem interested in me right now. Alright. No trespassing. Yeah. Okay. You have a quick for me, Beth? Specifically, I assume? Ooh. What happened to you? Something wrong with the wheel? What's that? That must be like a lantern from the whale oil. Sacred Firebird, feel free to deal with that if you want. I mean, feel free to straight up ban if it keeps doing that. I'll leave it your call, but... Fire Birdo for the win. Alright.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, but screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the plague. You? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat them.
Gee, I wonder how we get through this. Okay, how many do we got? Should we clear on this side? Let me steal the rats and all.
Responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state.
That probably wasn't the best of things to eat there, Corvo.
As to his whereabouts must be delivered to the
During the middle of a rat plague. I just ate a skewered rat. It was cooked, but I don't think Yersinia pestis, the plague bacteria, I don't think it sporulates, so you should be okay. But I'm not going to say that I recommend eating the rats still. Alright, oh, yeah, okay. You can, if you want to DM me, you can. I don't know if I can answer it out loud, of course, so that might just be null and void for the moment. So we could always talk about it later. Ooh, that looks like a bomb. Or a tripwire to something else. How much you want to bet there's a weapon down there pointing right at me like that? Can I... Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. You should probably not trigger the trap while you're standing in front of it. Got it. Incendiary bolts. Things I'm going to try to not use. And of course there's a big death skull sitting right above it. They should have told me not to walk down there. Could the game make that any more obvious? Don't go this way. Or figure out a way around it. I like to explore too, because it's been a while since I played this. I'm probably going to try to explore a little bit more than normal, for at least certain parts. Oh, yeah, okay. What's a nice surprise for you then too, right? The Lord Protector. To the Lord Protector, greetings, Corvo, or should I say Lord Protector, as you were once known before the title was wrongfully taken from you, before I was dishonored. We are servants of the Empire and the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons, crafted for you of the finest material in the Isles, and meet with our man, Samuel, near where the tunnels spill into Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. So, the loyalists, okay? Nice gear. So, if I'm not mistaken, the sword folds in half. So that's why it looks just like a sword handle. I think it folds in half and slides inward somehow. Wow, dead bodies. I probably shouldn't be around those. Okay. I assume I need to... Oh, maybe not. How do I get out of here? Probably go underneath then? Can I fit under there? Or is there another way around? I don't think that's the way. Is there a way up, maybe? Or do I have to backtrack? I don't think I can get in there. No. Let's go with a no. It didn't look like it was letting me interact with the door. So I might need to go a different route. Oh, no, never mind. It just wasn't close enough. Ah! I see that tripwire. Only once. That's going to become a full race twice, I can pretty much guarantee. Sneaky putting it way out to the side like that. Jellied eels. Wow, that sounds disgusting. Jelly's share. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey, got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, I'll come back for it next month. That sounds good. Uh-oh. Wait, was there a combination in there? I can't leave that. I can't just leave that, right? I gotta do something for it. So I can go under, maybe under? No, up, okay. I wonder if the combination is nearby. I don't think it was in the documents I read. I don't remember seeing any numbers in them. Wait, let's, how do I check documents? Okay, let's see. How do I... In case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Assuming this is Jelly over here. That, assuming, I don't know actually. Just his corpse. Of course, this could be the guy. I do not know. Huh? Can I, like, rotate this? Is there, like, a compelling urge in me to just, like, throw it? And I'm like, wait, was the number on that? He said the whiskey. Oh? I don't see any... Actually, I don't see anything discernible to read on that. Just whip the body over my back, over my shoulder like it's that easy. So, it could be down there. Did I pick up a note over here that I'm not remembering? Okay. Bottle Street. Said towards your whiskey. So you're referring to the bottles don't seem to have any marking on them. Cannot kill the rat plague. Maybe it's scrawled on the wall somewhere and I'm just overlooking it. Don't forget that. That gun up there. Spoiler alert game. See another bottle. It didn't seem like there was anything readable on the bottles. Could be this over here, I guess. Okay. Shipment 782, that could be it, I guess. You think it's 782? Definitely whiskey over here. Bottles of a sort. For rent. I'm not gonna remember that, am I? 782? Just a shipment number. Too many numbers. 782. I'll give it a try, I guess. Keep eyes peeled. Let's see. Nope. Definitely not. Whiskey. Is it right in front of me? It says whiskey. Ah. It's right in front of me, literally. 451. Gotcha. Gotcha. Are you kidding me? I gotta write one and the two all the way around. Yeah, I deserve that, don't I? Okay. Alright. Let's see. I have to say,
do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard.
Oh, they're below me. Below me. Below me. Is there a way I can take them out stealthily, like face to face, like in the second game? Below me. In the second game, if you hit them in a block, you could actually deflect them and kind of hit them in the throat and get them in a headlock.
Just slip into the water, don't come out.
I can't remember. Do I need to like drop to do the drops?
What's that?
Okay, well I guess you're going down.
You're gonna bleed. Fall down already.
So I thought there was a way to like deflect their attacks. That might just be the second game though. I could be wrong. This whole not killing thing is not going the way I wanted it to. Just putting that out there. I gotta remember how to do the drops too, because I could have got that guy easily.
Ha! You little bastard.
How many of them are there? There's 3 guys there, isn't it? From pacifist run to war criminal. Yeah, that's me. Is there a quick way out of here? Because I'm probably going to get his attention here. Okay. Find me a bottle.
I'll get to the bottom of this. Check under everything. Keep your eyes peeled. I guess everything's tickety-boo.
Uh-oh. Okay. Alright. I could have been worse there.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair Empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody. Any evidence as to his whereabouts must be delivered to the City Watch at once.
I was just thinking, that's an awfully red blade for somebody doing a pacifist run.
Corvo, over here.
Can I put this away?
I'm a friend. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. Well, they said you'd come out here. I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
All right, old man, let's go. Or wait here. I need a moment first. All right. So, hostiles killed 5. Dead or unconscious bodies found 2. Low chaos! Up high, look at that! Oh man, I feel good about that. Apparently you have to kill quite a few then to get that up. Alright. Or maybe it's just like a number per zone or something. Didn't kill anyone. Yeah, didn't check that box. Ghost, never detected. Didn't check that box either. Oh man, that's bad. Alright. Okay, so it didn't look like there's anything to find in this game other than money. I'm assuming the chaos builds over chapters too, if I'm not mistaken. It's not just a chaos rating. It's not a chaos rating per chapter, it's a chaos rating collectively as you go. I don't know if they do one per game as well, because the stats, I think, change a little bit. Alright. Oh, it's been a while since I played this, but I love this game. This is a lot of fun. I think this is going to be a fun playthrough. The Hound Pits Pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in the old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pits Pub, closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
Oh, come on. I would never shoot Samuel.
I expect they're hard at work in there. Best join them. They'll help you get whoever really killed the Empress.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. He found our man. Even after 6 months in Coldridge Prison, he slipped out like...
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group, but we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits Pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I was distracted by your beer the whole time.
Stay alert and stay loyal.
Oh, that's interesting. A creature from Lovecraft's. Yeah, that's interesting. You know, speaking of that, I actually have a Lovecraftian game that I do plan to play eventually. Let's just go here and eat everything. Because apparently that's all Corvo does, is just eat. Can I drink your beer? That looks really good.
Have you talked to Piero yet? He made the weapons we left for you on your way out of Coldridge Prison.
I haven't left the bar, dude. I'm right in front of you. Have you talked to Piero yet? Pushy.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin. No! This cannot happen now. The tank of whale oil's run out. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
He's working on my mask, I do believe. A second solution, excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy. A name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal if not superior. They actually have different purposes, if I'm not mistaken. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it's true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirits. Yes, in fact, you have no idea how true that is. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a cross goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless, blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Thinks a bit of himself, don't you think? Piero. No, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal, Tivian ore. What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow's feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it. And we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the old crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. So we met some of the loyalists now. Just gonna steal everything that you got around here. Don't mind me. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Ironic. Beth, you know what I'm talking about. Whale vivisection. Remarkably, each specimen I had pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of the trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female some 42 inches in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. Is that supposed to be feet? I actually didn't even think about that. We're in a fantasy world here. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes against her bellowing. I cut into the massive tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed the filtered food from the water that was... I filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Alright, so there's a lot of lore in this game, so if you have questions on some of this stuff, I can answer some of it. Oh my god, how much more stuff are you going to make me read? Okay, I guess the game's going to answer some of the lore on its own. Whale oil processing. Excerpt found from the founders of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out to sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with line casts from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They main and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffold overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the greater creature, slicing off its fattiest parts while it still lives. I hate these people. Okay, whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of the whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refilling pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it into the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is complete, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. That's kind of a weird thing, because whale oil shouldn't be unstable, as far as I know. If it's just body fat, mostly. What was that say there? The whale with tentacles? I think it's talking about inside of its mouth, specifically.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substance is developed. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
I like the heaters, how it just like radiates the heat a little bit.
Perfect. Now plug it in. Egypt. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face, but this mask will mean terror to them. If you just
the mask is cool.
Hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Send the lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
No.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
Yes, you're right. I'll head to my room for sleep.
Sleep well.
We can always explore more later. Or the game just... No, never mind. We'll explore more later. Okay, this is important. This is the part that makes Dishonored a really cool game, I think. It makes it really unique on top of the story. So, no description. Somewhere else. I don't think that's how physics works. But okay. To quote one of my students, physics is not real.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
I actually have strongly considered getting that as a tattoo. You have a question, Sacred. Gestures to everything. yeah, that's the question, right? You're about to question even more. Remember those people that we saw early on that assassinated the Empress? Fallen letter. You cannot save her, you cannot save her. Yeah. Piero's spiritual remedy. Yeah. And that's the Empress. So if you see the arrows, it just has you climb. Listen for the sound. I don't have my HED on, but there's a meter that you have for how often you can do that. So if you hear that like kind of sound after, and if you wonder why I wait before I do it again, it's because that's basically refilling how much I used. So it's kind of like a mana meter almost. Emily's letter. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like Mother. but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. So what are they calling him now? The Regent? Lord Regent? And this is Dunwall. Yeah. The outsider. There's just like a light. In the second game, he's voiced by a different voice actor, and he's a voice actor I really like. He's done a lot of really good roles. He was a Penguin in Gotham, and he played a minor bit in The Walking Dead.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Yeah, that's the guy sacred. I can't remember if I can target the heart in this one, or the rune, I mean.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Might be. The heart talks if you squeeze it.
All of time's meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
Or, I shouldn't say squeeze it, but interact with it. Existential crisis heart. They're gonna make me do this. Alright, let's see. This is basically like your upgrade system in the game, or part of it. So, if you want to see these, Dark Vision is kind of just highlights things in the world. Blink is the teleportation. Possession, I know you control targets. I don't think it does anything else. Like, it doesn't, if I'm not mistaken, I think you stay where you are. I could be wrong, though. Bend times basically slows time or stops it. I think you can stop it if you're at level 2. Devouring Swarm is definitely not a low chaos thing. Bad. No rat swarm. It's such a cool power, though. Wind Blast, I think just blows him back, basically. Vitality, of course, is Vitality. Bloody Thirst, I think, is basically just makes you more efficient in killing people, which again is not a really good thing for like low kill playthroughs. Agility is not a bad one. Shadow Kill. Unaware enemies who don't see you turn into an ash as they die. Now that's really good if you want to kill people, because if they turn to ash when they die, then basically nobody's going to see them. Dark vision.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Yeah, so that was the Outsider. If you're wondering who he is, I'm still not sure I know who he is. And I've played Death of the Outsider, which is what comes after Dishonored 2, where you learn more about him. The Hound Pits Pub, Hidden Allies. Okay, I think we're still basically just continuing the same chapter. Ooh, I hear it. Tell me that wouldn't make an awesome tattoo. Yeah. Bone Charms. So Bone Charms give you some extra ability, sort of. Swarm and Shadow Kill. Yeah, if you want to go for high chaos, those are great for that. Field Survey notes, the Royal Spy. This is the 4th day, month of the High Cold. Progress continues on the suppression of gang activity in the Distillery District. More slowly than I expected. The ruffians operating there have been cunning, I'll grant them that, but it's only a matter of time. I'll see their leaders flogged in public and sent beneath the Royal Executioner's blade. If I had my way, that mute bastard would be working night and day, removing the heads that need removing. Internally, the Empress does not seem pleased with my investigations. It seems that it is beyond her thinking, against her very nature as a trusting person, to believe that traitors move among us. But I know they do. They must. No, Jessamine would rather spend her time with the Royal Protector. At least he's likely to stop any immediate threat to her safety. But a strong arm is not what's needed against those who would undermine us. How will Corvo's sword stop a poisoned wine glass, or an explosive delivered by a courier? It will not. There are many threats around us, threats requiring meticulous efforts to police. Young Lady Emily is undisciplined, I'm afraid. Here within Dunwall Tower, she receives instruction from the finest tutors known in the Isles, yet her mother spoils her, and she spends most of her time lost in imagination, wasting her time drawing or asking Corvo to teach her teaching her to fight with wooden sticks. The girl might rule the Empire someday. Every moment spent at play is a moment wasted. Come on, let her be a kid. Hey, Corey. Shoring up security for the main gate leading into Dunwall Tower has been yet another project of late. To think that back in the day, Emperor Kaldwin left it open to the public during the day, allowing anyone to come and go as they pleased. If it were up to me, I'd seal access to the streets entirely, but the Empress won't hear of it. The water lock is much easier to protect, and if it were the only way into the tower, traffic in and out would be greatly reduced. Someday the wrong person is going to slip in, and we'll suffer for it. Mark my words. No amount of security is excessive when it comes to protecting heads of state. The Empress also disapproves of my plans for Sokolov's devices. Sokolov himself has no interest in security, of course, but he's vain and thereafter keen to seek his inventions deployed in any fashion. This wall of light, wall of light, yes. Wall of light he's been tinkering with has promise. In any case, at least I was able to convince the Empress to upgrade the pistols carried by the officers of the watch. Why do I worry so when no one else seems to care? If I ever fall asleep, will it all sink into the ocean? Will the rough things clamber over the wall and fill themselves on our flesh? This is what I see in the same dream several times each month. If only I had more say in these in things, more authority, I could protect us all. Perhaps I have been working too hard. Dinner and an evening of conversation with a certain lady of refinement might be in order. Perhaps somewhere nice in the estate district. Kieran Burroughs, Royal Spymaster. Okay. Why do I have that here? That's kind of a weird thing to just have, right? Mystic Rat Artifact. Okay. Why do I have so many bone charms? That's a lot of bone charms. I just started the game. Rumors and sightings. Dowd. Oh, that's a good one. Excerpt from an overseer's covert field report. I almost said covert. For over a year now, I have lived away from the Abbey, without the company of my overseer brethren or the guidance of the blind sisters of the oracular order. Days have passed with me sleeping in the dens of cut purses, murderers and worse, and the nights have seen me prowling through the worst alleys and wretched corners of Dunwall. I have taken my meals with killers. At times I have ventured beyond the city walls, meeting the forgotten graveyards and outlying ruins frequented by those of ill means. My beard has grown long, and I wear the weathered clothing and bits of boiled leather, favored by the Bottle Street and Hatter gangs, and by those rough men and women who make their trade, knifing others in return for coin. My hands have run red with blood, it's true, but I have selected my targets with care, choosing among those criminals and heretics who were not fit to live, executing them just as using their deaths as a means of building my reputation. So far, this trick has allowed me to make my name among the murderous colleagues, without taking the lives of the innocent. My goal is singular. I must impress the assassin named Dowd in order to get close to him. Of all the practitioners of black magic we have tracked, none concern the Abbey as much as Dowd. It is said that his mother was a witch from one of the archipelagos off the Pendician coast, taken captive by pirates venturing far from the Isles. According to the legend, by the time the ship returned, the captain was dead, and the witch controlled the crew, with Dowd still a shadow in her belly. Dang, so much to read. Alright, the earliest stories tell of a gang killer without mercy, moving among the shopkeepers and city watch officers of Dunwall like a reaper through wheat. Then a period of silence follows. Years, we now believe, he spent traveling the Isles, studying anatomy and occults in the great halls of learning and in the hidden basements frequented by fellow dabblers in the forbidden arts. Dowd is even purported to have spent a winter in the Academy of Natural Philosophy itself, and for a time before a schism developed that counted the Brigmore witches among his allies. All the while he honed his craft, and it is during this time that we believe he began to consort with the outsider. New reports emerged of a dusky-skinned assassin paid by the elites to eliminate their rivals in Dunwall and in other major cities across the Isles. Those who saw him and lived numbered in the handful, but all of them reported something strange. He appeared and vanished like smoke. From a nearby rooftop he gestured, and a noblewoman stumbled from her balcony, falling to her doom on the cobblestone below. Most recently, as this new threat of plague has arisen in Dunwall, Dowd has been seen leading a gang of men in dark leather, dressed in a factory whalers in their vapor masks. They seem loyal beyond comprehension for one so unworthy, leading me to wonder if some of the magic is dedicated to lulling their minds, enslaving them. Only a month ago, one young girl claims to have been happens to have come upon a strange scene. Carrying a bottle of milk home from her crippled brother, she was taking a shortcut through the tailor's district. In a narrow street, she passed beneath a window and heard unusual sounds from within. Pushing aside the ratty curtain, the girl saw into an abandoned apartment, used by the miscreants for gambling and trading haberweed. An occult shrine had been erected against the far wall, while she recognized from the teachings given by her local overseer. A man she described as resembling Dowd was kneeling before the shrine, muttering to an unseen spirit as if in argument. He took a carving made of pale bone from the altar before him, and the lights all went out in a gush of unclean wind. Quiet as a field mouse, she slipped away, running until she reached her home. There can be no doubt. Dowd is an agent of the outsider and must die, for there is no limit to the evil this man might do. This is my solemn oath, and the great purpose of my life. Until Dowd is dead and his corruption... Wait, what? Until Dowd is dead and his corruption has been purged from the world, I will continue to move among the depraved, winding my way toward him. I will not drop my guise or don my overseer's mask again until Dowd breathes no more. Jeez. They said that his mother was a hamster and his father smelled of elderberries. Perfectly timed. I like that. Alright. There's a lot of reading in this game. I forgot how much. Oh my god, more reading? Okay. How much of the reading do you guys want to hear? That's another thing to read. Another one. Ooh, the Journal of Granny Riggs. Okay, these ones might actually be kind of important. Let's see. Early life and criminal records. Okay, these are actually important. We should probably read these ones at least. I might not read all of this stuff later on. Alright, early life and criminal record, Slackjaw. Excerpt from a series of letters sent by a member of the Bottle Street gang. You want the... Wait. Shinwag? Is that what that... What does that mean? I'm assuming that means like the lowdown, the information. I don't know. On Slackjaw, what was he like when he was young, before he got his name? Oh, he's got a cool head now, but it weren't always like that in the days before he was boss of the Bottle Street gang. Time was, young Slackjaw wasn't such a reasonable man. Like most of us, he grew up on the streets, running with a pack of ragamuffins and avoiding the law, pinching whatever he needed. Dark-haired and dark-eyed, smoking a pipe by the age of 10. For them born into the brothels or coming from the orphanages, it was either the gangs or working with the mudlarks, and no one wants that. Some got pressed into the Navy or put down in the times run by the Pendleton or Boyle families. We know one of those families already. As hard as it was on the streets, as hungry as we all got, at least he was free. By the time we weren't little anymore. So the reason I'm reading these is because these characters are actually really important down the way. Chinwag or Shinwag? Like literally chin? Okay. Gotcha. Okay, chinwag, like you wagging your chin. Okay, alright. But the reason I'm reading these, like I said, is just because we're going to know these characters. That's why I'm going to read these. If I come across stuff that's just like really boring, tell me to stop and go on, because I don't want to bore you all to death here by me reading. By the time we weren't little-uns anymore, Slackjaw was one to watch. Usually calling the shots when we took down a farmer's cart or sidewalk street vendor. He'd come up with a plan, give everyone some part to play, and decide on the split. Or some part to play, sorry. That wouldn't have sounded right otherwise. Most of us just went along, because we learned fast that we made our better life that way. More food, more coin, plus none of us wanted to deal with Slackjaw when he was in a rage. He worked on a couple of big jobs with Black Sally across town. That was enough to get the attention of the other bosses. He wasn't just a street kid anymore. Now he was an up-and-comer, which meant trouble. Another guy who fancied himself as such was Mike the Fish, who was working his way up running the protection racket among the factory women. One fine evening, we're all taking a body show in the theater house. Wow, really? Okay. Mike the Fish and his lot there in the cheap seats too, just down the aisle from us. Mike gets a wild idea. He wasn't big on planning and throws a heavy ceramics spittoon at Slackjaw. Ooh, bad move. Hits him square in the face and breaks his jaw. We look to see if there's going to be a blood brawl, but Slackjaw just points at the door and we all leave, with Mike laughing at our backs. Walking up the next day without telling us, Slackjaw motions for us all to follow. He still can't say a word, so we just come along. We stop at the docks and Slackjaw actually pays coin for it, a heavy chain covered in hooks. It's for fishing in the deep, something you attach. I don't like where this is going, or at least this guy's not going to. You'd attach to a long line off the side of a ship. It's about 4 feet, made of thick links, and there are shark hooks coming off at different angles. Slackjaw's got the thing wrapped around his left arm, dangling at his side. Not sure how he knew where Mike the Fish was staying, but we'd reached his girl's house. Slackjaw throws a bottle through the window, just like that. It's almost noon. There's a bunch of screaming inside, and Mike pokes his head out, looking wide-eyed and baffled. When he sees Slackjaw out in the streets, a look comes over his face that still gives me the willies. And not the good kind of willies, if you know what I mean. Pure murder. Mike comes out the side door, bellowing like a blood ox, holding a cleaver, heading straight for Slackjaw. When they come together in the street, Slackjaw spins and shark hooks bite deep into Mike's arm and shoulder. He screams, but Slackjaw holds onto the chain. He's standing there with his broken jaw clenched tight, with the chain wrapped around his left arm. Hooks sunk into Mike the Fish, just knifing him as fast as he can. Mike couldn't fight very well, hooked like that and using his left hand, but he was a big guy, and it took a lot of stabbing before he went to his knees. Everyone was cheering at first, but then we all went quiet. It just kept going and going until finally it was just like Mike the Fish, blubbering, crying like a baby, and the sound of Slackjaw's knife. When it was over, and here's the brilliant part, Slackjaw took out a note stuck into Mike's face with a nail. It just said, "If you want a job, come to Bottle Street." Slackjaw didn't talk right for a couple of months, but word spread fast. I gotta take a quick break. Man, this is so much reading. Yeah, I promise I won't do this much reading later in the game, because the gameplay of this is amazing. Oh my god. Okay. By the end of the year, once we had a sizable gang going, we sent out letters to the other bosses, telling them that he was running a brand new crew over on Bottle Street, which is why they're called the Bottle Street Gang. Most of them laughed or beat up the guys who delivered the letter. Green-eyed Trish even came back missing a thumb, but apparently Slackjaw was expecting that kind of reaction and had a backup plan. A week later, 4 of the bosses were dead. Seemed like a series of unfortunate events, but everyone knew better. One shot dead by the watch while standing in the middle of a meat market. Another slipping and falling into the water out cold. One of the other older bosses found in bed with his belly opened wide and a Tivian pear stuffed into his mouth. Still not sure what that meant. And Sheila Barnsworth was found bubbling in a cauldron of hot wax. Yeesh, God. Yeah, Slackjaw doesn't sound like a nice guy. Slackjaw sent out another set of letters, offers to the underbosses, telling them they'd be treated fair as peers. He even sent Green-Eye Trish with one of the letters. All of the underbosses accepted. After spilling the guts of his main competition, Slackjaw went in for stabilizing his business. Real neat-like, calling in favors, smoothing things over, giving everyone a little bit of coin or drink as a bonus, showing what he could be like as a boss. So everyone got quiet, which always makes the boys of the City Watch nervous, of course. Word went out among the Royal Spy Masters, snitches, the responsible citizens group they called themselves, telling everyone working in the shop or sweeping off the front steps of their homes to keep watchful eyes out for Slackjaw and his men, trying to suss out what they were up to and what had just happened. But Slackjaw ain't stupid. He greased a few palms among the shopkeepers and the watch too, telling them that he was in town to stay and that things would be running properly from now on, without so much blood. He was finally a real boss, ready to settle into the business of moving whiskey, running the hound fights, and offering up the ladies and gentlemen of the night, if you take my meaning. Then the plague came. Okay, so now we're getting towards common day. Ain't. Yeah, gotta love the contradictions. The double negatives, hey. At first it seemed like a good thing. A few people got sick and everyone wanted to buy those potions. From Sokolov or Piero, health elixir or spiritual remedy they call them. Slackjaw told me he saw an opportunity. We already had an old whiskey factory with a still where we could water the stuff down and sell it discounted. Doing the same with Sokolov's elixir was a smart plan. Pretty soon everyone in the slums was sick and business was good. But after a while there were so many people down with the plague that everyone got scared. Everybody started acting real nasty and everything fell apart. When people can't work, they don't have the coin for the elixir, watered down or pure. When the Empress died, it seemed that Dunwall would slide into the void. So the void is where we were pulled by the outsider. So it's kind of like a limbo between life and death. Spymaster Burroughs took over, and the Watch started using all that new Sokolov technology. Watchtowers, tall boys. I hate tall boys. They're so scary. And them arc pylons. Yeah, those aren't fun either. They put up a wall of light. Damn, they're just pulling all the big stuff out here. They put up a wall of light across Clavering Boulevard and cracked down hard. But Slackjaw surprised us again. Instead of leaving town on a boat bound for Morley or one of the other isles, he stayed and kept it all together. We get as much elixir to fight off the plague as the city watch with their taxes and rations, and that's kept us alive so far. Crowley, Bottle Street Gang. Okay, the last one's about Granny Rags. So another big name in the city. The Journal of Granny Rags, excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. This might not even be worth reading if it's actually written by her, because she's a little bit nutty. So sorry if that's offensive to anybody. See, this is probably not as long. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest for the rows of twisting vines. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside, warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. That got dark quickly. Yeah, Granny Rags is something, right? We'll be meeting these people soon. We've already met Dowd, actually, so to an extent. No one lives in my house anymore, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine people. Vira More, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Even better. Your dinners are lavish, and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the isles, beyond even all the way to the red cliffs of Pendicia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones, carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve them myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes. Even though his tongue was still, Granny, the eyes, you would say to me, carve these bones for me. Make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now, my little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. She's kind of going nuts in real time here, as far as I can tell, for my little mute boy, carved in the name of one with black eyes, the outsider. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. Gee, that's dark. So now I'm old and I don't have many to give presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding the little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys, always meddling with an old woman, just trying to make her way. In the end, we'll be together with him. You and me in the dreary night with stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes, dearie. So I'm not sure if that actually told us much of anything other than the fact that she's freaking nuts. So if you want to get a lay of the land, we're up top of the bar, essentially. Did you ever actually look into the full story behind it? I'm not sure if I probably did at some point, but I don't know if I'd remember it. She's definitely an interesting character. Okay, did I miss? Ooh, money. Alright, let's get... Please don't throw more stuff to read at me. I might just start skipping it after that. That was just too much.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
I love the home bases in these games. There's a lot more people in this one than in 2, though.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Oh, adjust myself here a bit.
Good day, Master Corvo.
Cecilia. I like Cecilia. So let's check out and see what we have in this place. Might as well. I think the place changes a little bit every time you get back.
Lord Pendleton Memoirs, Chapter 27. In my 13th year, the despised stepmother at last departed, and Pendleton Hall was again quiet, although Father had by then sunk into deep depression. It was at this sensitive time that Waverly Boyle first entered my life. She who will be the source of many tender recollections to come.
Wallace. I think he works here.
Are you a nobleman, Corvo? No one seems to know much about you. By your bearing, I'd say so. Lord Pendleton's great-grandfather took a Sarkonan chambermaid to wife. On second thought, the story doesn't bear repeating. Even the finest blood can go bad, here and there.
So, the characters we met so far, besides we got some new ones here. The, Loyalists, as they call them. We've got Havelock, Pendleton, and of course Samuel that brought us here. Oh my god, there's so much to read. I don't think I'm going to read this stuff. What's this? You know what? No, I'm done. Unless you guys want to hear it, I'm done. I'll collect it, but that's it. Okay, log entry I'll read. I think that's probably worth reading. Yeah, there we go. That's a nice short one there. That's what I'm talking about. Havelock log entry 1. It's been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. Yeah, see, this one's actually relevant to what we're doing, right? They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. He can actually break out of Coldridge Prison, and if so, can he actually break out? Sorry. We will make. If so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. So they were not planning on me getting out. That was kind of like a Hail Mary for them. Gapper's Tail. I'm just going to everybody's room and stealing everything. Harpoon songs? Yeah, nobody here wants to hear me sing, believe me. Especially when I don't know them. No, they just don't want to hear me sing, period. Let's just leave it at that. Litany of Wycliffe. Oh, the bathroom I was talking about. We'll be visiting this place again in the future, I assure you. Shadow on Bittercliff. It's a lot of dialogue that I'm not reading. Is that a legit song? I thought that was part of the game.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Be advised.
Okay. Let's go talk to the crew. I like this guy. She's pretty cool.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is dark business. But sometimes, good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Kaldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
Okay. Lydia? Yeah, that's her name. It's sung to the tune of a drunken sailor. I know that track. Alright.
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment.
I think I already read that. Yes?
Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
I like Callista too. Okay, so I like how they're already talking about me like I'm an assassin, like I've done anything. Like other than like the people I've killed to survive, I haven't targeted anybody yet. Okay, before we go, we're gonna collect. Okay, how are we gonna pull this off? I think it's over here. Okay, I'm gonna have to change the setup on this. I don't remember how I used to do it. Where are you? I can't remember. Are the fish in this part of the water? I can't get that far, can I? So I'm gonna try and collect all the runes. Go around it. So the base idea of this, if you haven't pieced that together yet, is after being dishonored, we are now have become an assassin. Essentially, is what they're kind of driving us towards. The thing that they haven't really clued us in on here yet, that you kind of figure out as you play, is that you don't always need to assassinate your targets. You can find alternative means to doing things. And while somehow doing the alternative tends to get you the better outcome in the end, they tend to be pretty dark, in this first game at least. And I usually like to try to do the alternatives. Like, they're pretty twisted.
Just wondering, sir, if you thought about perhaps seeing Piero before venturing into the Overseer's nest. I'd recommend going with the best gear you can get together.
Okay, you make a point. Especially if I'm trying to go low chaos here. How do I set up my hotkeys again? I gotta figure that out. Let's see. So, do I want to go with some vitality here? Or can I bump this up one? 2 runes, 3 runes, 1 rune. I'll just save it for now. Make that decision later. Piero! Where you at, my friend? There you are. Let's see. Whale vivisection. Okay, yeah, these are all stuff I read.
What can I do for you?
Okay, let's talk about your upgrades. Okay, so I think the sleep bolts are good to have. So I'll get a couple of those. Ooh, whalebone. Rewiring tools are nice to have. Let's get a couple. Spring razors are pretty cool if I remember. Alright, let's see. What am I going to be using a lot of? Swords, probably good just to have in general, but I'm trying to stick to kind of the whole low chaos thing. We might want to do, ooh, spring razors. Sorry. I just like, ooh, over everything that's like blood spreading. Like the obvious things I shouldn't be doing. Bullet capacity. Let's do bolt capacity. It's probably not a bad one to have. Let's do... Bone charms aren't bad. I'm gonna go with that. I must have money from like previous playthroughs or something, because like, or do they just load you up that much? Accuracy, let's do range. And let's see, what else? Optics, yeah, what the heck, why not? Let's just use up all that money. We don't need no money. Oh, I can still buy more. You know, sleep ones are nice. Thank you, my friend. Okay, how do I set these now? I don't need 2 bolts. I need the sleep ones. And I want my powers and all that too, so... What does L1 do? There we go. Okay, there we go. Are you all buffering, or is it just me? Or just Sacred? The best in this game? I don't know. Oh, dark vision I have. Crossbow. Sleep dart. I honestly can't remember what layout I use the most. It's not the powers, it's not the weapon. Beth, you're making me think. I guess I'll just keep these both for now. Oh, I need the heart though. The ragdoll. It's. Oh my god! Did I ever show you the video I made of like what I did to the poor guards on Dishonored 2? There's this part where like there's just this guy just like sitting here. It's not a guard, and I put like some of those like I don't know if they were spring lasers or what, like the magnetic mines that like just like rip their body towards it, and like their limbs just go flying off. And it's like magnetic, so they get stuck to it. So there's just like a bunch of body parts like just stuck to the wall all of a sudden, and then parts of the body go like flying over the bridge. Oh, it's so funny. I am a sick bastard. All right, let's go with this. I don't remember what those things were called, but they were so cool. Can I talk to you again? No? She's a cool character. So like this guy like sees me and he comes running because I was holding a body and comes running to fight me. All of a sudden his body just gets like sucked over to this place and all of his limbs go flying and his like torso's like stuck to the mine, and I was like, oh my god, that is amazing.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Let's go then. Take me to the Distillery District. Let's do this. So I'm going to try to do the optional stuff. Because it does add some substance to the story. Save your game often. You know? I should do that, but...
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. And there are the real odd birds living on the fringes like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. Just take your pick.
So, there's actually, there's a power in Dishonored 2 where you can link people so that whatever happens to one person happens to all of them. And I remember doing that, and I remember like somehow throwing a guy into a wall of light, and then they all just like vaporized. The things you do when you get creative, you know?
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep it in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it as it is.
Down to the sickness. Huh? What the fuck? Assassin!
Oh. Oh. You saw nothing.
You're going down.
You saw nothing. You saw nothing.
Come to your senses, man.
Oh. I didn't even know that was possible. The Loyalist conspiracy is dissolved due to irreconcilable hostilities. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes. Don't run them back to Samuel. Got it. That's new. I don't usually. I'm a little bit more careful than that, but I'm having a day here at this, aren't I? I have a feeling we're gonna get a high chaos ending. Just putting that out there. Okay, so there's literally guys. You know, why am I not using this?
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Come in the boat. Canal's got enough shit in it.
He's literally right in front of me.
Hey!
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
Sully ain't moving no more.
You're sick bastards.
1, 2, 3. Good. Keep them coming.
Food in a dumpster. Appetizing. Hello.
Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know this area well.
That's alright.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery. The Duke and Dancer Ale House. Merritt's Printing Firm. Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium. And the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Garbage, all of it.
I do believe that was Granny Higgs.
Yes, I would indeed. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
That's your... If you don't read about her, that's your hint that she was, she had money at one point.
The little birdies are sad today.
Let's talk to her.
Dear? Is that you, my dear husband? My eyes aren't what they used to be. Have you seen my little birdies? The dear things must be starving without their granny. Here, birdies. Here. Oh, my. I think I have gentlemen callers again, but not the way I used to, not the nice ones. I hear them, and they're not very polite ones either. Granny Rags, let us in. Ah, well, they'll go away again if they know what's good for them. But what a bother. Here's the key to the front door, love. You'll see to those ruffians, won't you?
Sure. Why not? These ones I don't mind killing.
I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
Not going to the front door, though.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
That did not work.
She's not stupid either.
Oh, it did work.
Where'd you run?
Sort of.
Come on, let's get this guy.
Watch.
Well. Oh.
No one.
Oh, I died.
It's just a matter of time, Bubba.
Yes, I died. Apparently I can't take that many hits. So the drops, I gotta get those drops down. Because I was right on top of the guy. I knocked him over, but... Alright, let's try that again. Let's try this again.
Granny, come out with me instead. Granny.
Maybe I should just dart them from up here.
Let us in, Granny.
I bet she can't even hear us.
She's blind, not deaf. We're here to do your washing.
Wake up, damn it. Where?
Hey, wake up. Hear me? Are you asleep?
It did not work, did it?
Somebody, get over here. Go
Jesus,
down,
dude.
you pig.
That's better than killing all of them, I guess. Ooh, sleep bags. Wait, what did I just pick up? All I saw was ashes. I probably picked up something disturbing there, I bet.
All of it.
Okay. Granny. Oh, there you are. Hey there.
Oh, my dear. I knew you'd help me with those ill-mannered boys. My brave man. Listen, Granny has a birthday present for you. I got it from the outsider, and now I'm giving it to you. Go on. It's upstairs. On the vanity. I think you'll cut a nice figure with it. Remember how we used to dance? Our parties were even grander than those at the Boyle Manor. Everyone wanted to come. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family. But an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
So, what did they say her name was? Vera? Vera Amore? Am I saying that? Was that what it was?
I think the little birdies are sad today.
She said there's something upstairs for me for doing that. I hear a bone chime, I think.
I told you the knives go
Oh,
on.
no, room.
I hope you like
Whoa.
the little gift I got for you.
Jeebus,
It's the
dude.
least I could do for turning those louts away. I can't bear these Bottle Street children. Ruffians, every last one of them. Rotten apples. And that slack-jaw is the worst lot. You know what I just thought of? You could do something else for me. Another little favor. And I'd give you another present. Another lovely rune carved from the bones of a dead whale. Do you remember my doctor, dear? Dr. Galvani? Now there was a clever man. He's got all sorts of nasty rat guts and disease in his laboratory. Wouldn't it be a shame if some of that mess found its way into the Bottle Street Gang's elixir still? That'd teach 'em. See to it, dear. I'll find you another present just like the first. Galvani lives on Clavering Boulevard, or at least he used to. Those were the days. Now run off. My baby birdies are hungry. So precious.
Interesting.
But they're shy. You'll have to go, or they won't come.
The Bottle Street Gang is down there, I think. The wall of light is that way. Where's the other marker? Is it through that? Oh, nope, there it is. It's 90 meters versus 68. The wall of light's actually pretty close. Ugh. Oh, yeah, the rats came out. Maybe I should stay up high. I can't remember if there's any good reason to go to Slackjaw's territory this early.
That's not what we heard. Just a cold. Are you sure? Because you know we have to check you over. And there's an inspection fee. Avoid with Bottle Street and does avoid.
Get up there.
Let me out. Oh, you don't want to go dark like that. Fact is, Bottle Street is here to take its cut. So reach into your pockets and let's get this done. Yeah, and the inspection fee. We can't help it. Just the way we do things on Bottle.
Where are you?
Anyone there?
I'm gonna try to help this guy out. Ooh, that was close.
Hey!
Where'd they go?
Nice. Let me out. Somebody, give me a hand.
Hey. All right.
I'm trapped.
I owe you, brother. I won't ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Happy to give you the business.
Huh?
Is that a rune I hear? Nope, bone charm. Bone charms, sorry. So in that document with Granny Rags, he had mentioned, I think boiling the bones or something like that, so I think that's where the bone charms and the runes come from. I assume the runes are made of bone, I think. Partly, at least. Obviously the bone charms are. Let's see. Okay. Got bone charm there. A rune over here. That's quite a ways away. We probably gotta go to these first. I need to go up here. Body. Mother's journal. Okay. So we gotta get over that way. Ooh, whale oil. Dang. We should probably go over that way. He's just like, oh, it's perfectly normal. Guy who teleports. Nothing to worry about there. Yeah, it's a bit more red on the... You got red on you. Alright, let's see. I gotta come back here, I think, anyway. So I can come back with that bone charm. Okay, we gotta get over there. Can I go in here? No. He's doing the song, I think. Okay. There we go. Okay, I think I can make it across. That or this is going to be a lot of running.
Hey, another night. Another patrol with you.
Oh, no stupid goddamn. That but somehow. Oh, you got it right. That's it.
It's just ketchup. Don't worry about it. All right. Do I want to go up or straight? I don't know if I have a choice there. Oh. And make it into choice. All right. I think this is the place we want to go in. It's not our target, but our target goes that way. Galvani's office. Alright. I believe we can help Slackjaw as well. Beth, who is your preference of person to work with? Slackjaw or Granny Rags? Dr. Galvani's office. Okay. Oh, I don't know if did I read this earlier? About the High Overseer? Oh, we'll read it later. The rat plague. That's not too long. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Leviathan's Sorrow, that's probably about the whales. Yeah, I would agree. She's definitely not a low chaos person.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur, and I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander's zoological survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Could they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
I remember. Oh, that's what she wants us to do. She wants us to stick the plague viscera in the distillery. Alright. Sewer capacity and well, that's all good, Beth. I'm probably gonna push into the. I'll probably go for the High Overseer and then call it a night. Galvani, the latest case should arrive within a week, containing all the components you need. Be careful with the white phosphorus. Can't have any getting Fossy jaw like that Tanner's at the edge of the city. Poor bastards. Sorry you have to practice in secret. The vivisectionist should be celebrated. Revered even. Cutting up rats should be done in the town square with a crowd of eager students taking notes. Not in some dirty little secret room hidden behind a wall of books. Anyway, lucky for you to have an old friend who never left the academy. Let me know what else you need, but remember it might be a month before I can put together another shipment. Yours in knowledge, Artemis Moore. Procurement Clerk and Provisioner, Academy of Natural Philosophy, South Wing. P.S. Next time you're nearby, come in for an afternoon. We've stayed fairly insulated from the plague since so few come and go here, and we've got quite the stock of Tivian brandy. Okay. Night, Beth. I think I'm just going to take off from this place. I don't really see any reason to hang around here other than to find items and get caught. So it's probably not a good idea to stick around. Can I get over that way? Alright, you know what, we'll just go the way I've been going. Can I get over there? It's not quite far enough, is it? Not quite. So close. Oh, no, I can do it. I don't think I've been over there, have I? So again, if you're wondering why I pause between uses, it's just so I'm not using up all my elixir unless I need it. Bottle, streets, boys. Okay. Can't remember. Yeah, there it is. I don't see anybody around. I gotta be careful in here. The Bottle Street boys can be a little bit aggressive, as one might imagine. Bone charm.
Ain't he just a boss? Like Slackjaw?
No, this is one odd bird. It sorts with crazies, does rituals and the like. Bone charms. Right, I am. Doubting man.
Touch what the outsiders. Give him dark powers.
You can slip your throat across the room.
Well, heck, you got lucky. When you're this handsome, you don't need luck.
Face like a hagfish.
Hey, don't be sour.
Say, when's Slackjaw coming down?
Not till the next batch of elixirs done. He'll want to check on things.
Then you better get all your shit together, huh?
Everything's fine. I run the still like I run a game of Nancy.
Yeah.
I don't remember if we see Slackjaw now or later.
Little bastard.
I am stealth. You cannot see me. I do not exist. Dang it. My plans have been thwarted by a lock.
So it goes. Not to the Abbey or the office of the High Overseer, but one of the other places. Where they train the Overseers to be real religious.
No, never mind.
Crazy.
He just wanted to know where his brother was. He sneaks in. You know Eddie. Brilliant at it when he's sober.
I remember. Brimsley job, hitting the dumbwaiter all night.
Yeah. So he goes from room to room. Kids sleeping. An Overseer gives a lecture to the kids. A couple guys training with those hounds.
Stuff you'd expect.
But it gets weird. Some kind of machinery. And a woman laughing, just laughing and laughing. sound. That's what's
The conversations they have.
still here tonight.
Where's the door? There you are. Right here. Oh, that was right there.
Okay, I got one for you. The nobleman lay so loudly.
Right next to me. So where's this person? Ooh, oh, it's way down there.
Any fools settled in over here?
There we go. Alright. I think I'm safe for a bit. Okay, where are you? Probably get it from the other side. Can I climb on these? I can. Wait, what does it say? Master key. What about the guy that was down here? Or was that the guy I knocked out? Oh! Oh! Haha! Your defenses are impenetrable. Alright. just crawling to me. Ooh, spring razors. Oh, these are empty. Elixir counts. Wait, do I know any of these names? Bitter leaf. No. Attach an empty elixir vial to the spout before you can turn it on. Turn on the valve, collect the fluid, repeat until empty. Do not break vials. That's probably not a good idea, but it's gonna lead to more death. I think we're good though.
There is a strong drink made here. I tried it once. Distilled from river crusts by the taste of it.
Let's get the heck out of here. Oh, lovely. I wonder if I can get in there. I didn't see anybody down there. The master key is probably in here.
Got anything to smoke or eat? Blow off, Chopper.
I want to go caught here. Can I get under there? No. Oh. Okay, well, where's the master key? There you are. Nothing. So I hope you don't mind me taking the stealth route. I don't know if it's just more blood and more bloodshed. I can go that way, but I'm trying to go for a low chaos. We have one bone charm to get and talk to Granny Rags, and we can go for the target. I want to help Callista as well. Let's see where that is. Pick it up there. Where the heck out? Oh, I know where that is. Alright, let's go to Granny Rags first then. I think that's way the heck out there. What's that? Lookout orders. Plant your ass on that roof and watch the street. Pardon my French. See who comes to the almshouse and see if that old lady knows anything. She's blind, but maybe she heard something. Ah, so she is blind? She did say her eyesight wasn't that good. So they're spying on Granny Rags, basically.
That will never watch. Never, never, never.
Okay, let's go talk to her.
Peel it off so it can breathe. That will never wash. Never, never, never. I knew you wouldn't disappoint me. Now I can stroll along the waterfront in peace. And don't think I've forgotten your little gift. Go on upstairs, dear one.
Okay. Oh, I hear it.
I told him, peel it off.
Peel it off so it can breathe.
That will never, never.
I think I can land on over there.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by
Probably
the state
shouldn't go
due
for
to
that.
contamination.
Offense
Barrow's
post.
Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Let's see. How did I get up here earlier? No aim.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area. Any citizens are liable to search or imprisonment at the discretion of the City Watch.
Oh, that's gonna be rough. Just in case I die and the game decides it doesn't want to reload me. Give her a shave. That's not the power I wanted.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The following businesses have been closed and impounded by the state due to contamination. Barrow's Barbershop and Surgery, the Duke and Dancer Ale House, Merritt's Printing Firm, Pennyworth's Tack and Saddle Emporium, and the Smoke Street Dice Hall.
Crap.
Good. Keep them coming.
Are they gonna see me over here?
1, 2, 3, heave!
He might. They don't. Are you behind stuff, or are you just over there where I can grab you? Oh boy. Maybe I should knock some of them out.
3, heave! What the? Stay hidden for got you now.
Oh, that didn't help, did it?
Sorcery.
He's slippery.
Gotcha now.
Check everywhere.
Like him.
Ooh. The game did not like that. Alright. Ooh, skewered rats. Delicious. Ooh, more rats. Lovely. Oh, that's where I could have gotten up here. Got it. That would have been so convenient. Or not. Oh, maybe. Is there an easy way back? Probably not.
That's it for itself. You out. You'll keep running if you know what's good for you.
No, that's not very far. Well, I could just try running through it.
Half the block dead from the plague.
Better them than us. At least some of them had money.
Here you are. Someone help me out. Get around it.
Where? Nope, not that way. Yeah. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Oh, I'll find you. Watch it.
Disappear.
Alright. Hey look, I didn't kill any of them. Why is everybody screaming? I didn't do that. I didn't do anything. All I can hear is a bunch of screams of death. Alright, we'll have to get around the wall of light. Where exactly are you? It's right up ahead. Can I get over there? That's a little too far. I can get to you at least. Okay. Another rune over that way. I'm not really seeing anything I can grab onto. Might need to take the low road here. Okay, so what's over here? This doesn't look like a very hospitable place. Come on, give me just a little bit. Oh. Can I get closer? Come on. Come on. Wow.
Cold as a whaler's
Catherine, 50 years old at least. This guy fought for the Empress.
Forget his old ass. I can't even remember the Empress. We tagged it plain. Under Clavering Street is ours. Come on. What's the take?
20, plus 2 elixir.
Look like 25 to me.
Look here. It's 20. It's 5 each, counting boo.
You want me to check your pockets?
Let it go, kid.
Don't call me kid. You think you can cheat me? Somebody, get over here! Die, you crusty bastard!
Interesting.
I'm gonna dump you in the river!
Ooh, you can see me.
That settles
it. Right. So how does 25 split 3 ways? Huh?
Huh? Like
definitely
him, dude.
somebody about. Watch it.
What do you mean there's somebody around?
Somebody give me a hand!
Did you just burn to death? Wow. That one's not on me. I'm not taking the blame for that. Okay. Oh. It's in here. Cool. Okay. Is there anybody in here? Can I grab it from here? I don't think so. I think this is just teleportation. It's not like not like Dishonored 2. There's nobody in it, so. As long as we get out of here, we should be good. Is there another wall of light? I don't see one. Oh, that's an arc pylon. Okay, so those are dangerous. They send out like an electric shock, and the wall of light is what's down there. Right there. So if you walk through it, it's just like the never-ending story. You get vaporized. Okay. Alright, so here we can finally read this, because I think this is where the High Overseer is. So High Overseer's office. High Overseer Campbell. So that's our first target. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer. Steal Campbell's journal and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin, is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Okay. So we're here to save Martin first.
Hello. I hear the second day is when the skin really starts to come all the way off. Is that true? Or is it the itching that really gets you? Or the rats?
Jasper, isn't it? It's not so bad in here. Except I miss your wife.
Ha! You don't scare easy, I'll give you that. But that'll change.
No, it won't.
Psst, Corvo.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are and what you're here to do. And I can help. Unlock me and I'll buy you a drink in a couple of days. By the Void, I'll buy you 100 drinks. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily. So kill Campbell, and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal. His notorious black book. And get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow. And word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. Alright, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits Pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
So, these are the Overseers. If you see the uniform and the mask, that's the group they're referring to. So the Overseers are basically a religious group that work against, like, witches and those who use black magic. I actually don't know what else they even do. If they have, like, a bigger role to play. Let's see. Make it up there, it's just too high. Let's see. I don't think I can balance on that, can I? Oh, there we go.
I was just reading in the archive about the Heretic's brand. It sounds painful. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the Heretic's brand used. No, it's a rare occurrence. But I did spy the face of one so branded. A former member of our order, of course. Out on a retreat, we passed through a fishing town and saw him begging.
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the High Overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will, brother.
So they just opened up, in that few moments, 3 different possible ways that we can do this.
Could the city get any worse? Indeed,
which is what makes this game really cool. I didn't miss any, did I? We got 2 runes. Nope. Wrong one. So they give you little hints here and there, and sometimes just directly straight up tell you things you can do. Obviously we could just kill him. He's not going to be much of a threat to me. Not on his own, at least. Or we could find an alternative. They mentioned the poison. We could switch the classes. Or we could try the brand. See what that's all about. I say let's try the brand.
Did you get caught in the lockdown last night?
6 hours. Search the place top to bottom. And nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Let's
Did
try
I
the
ever
library.
tell you? One time one of the second floor shutters got stuck open, and I thought I could slip out. I couldn't find a way down, and by the time I got back, it had snapped shut. I spent the rest of lockdown out.
Back to the beginning. It was Martin's plot to break him out of Coldridge Prison. That's clear enough. But why Corvo? The one man feared throughout the Empire. He's as skilled as they say. He got through there with half the Watch looking for him. He had help, yes, but how far does it go? The trail goes to Martin, but Martin knows everyone. Everywhere.
On branding heretics. The heretic brand is reserved for those overseers who have committed heinous acts against the order, but have not broken codes that would otherwise result in execution. No contact, aid, or shelter can be given to one bearing the brand. That person is forever unwelcome to the Abbey and its affiliates. When used, the brand is applied to the forehead, so all can see the sins of the recipients. The chemical compound acts immediately, scarring the heretic for the remainder of life. The interrogation room here at the office of the High Overseer stands ready for branding. Rituals should the need arise. The recipient must be strapped into the interrogation chair and restrained as the brand is applied. The heretic brand itself is to be stored in the same room. Non-lethal. Render the High Overseer Campbell unconscious. That sounds like more work, but also more fun to me. I feel like it's a shame to allow them to die so easily at the hand of my blade. If that makes sense. Vindictive, I know. Okay. So let's see. We got a room that's right next to us, two of them. One of them's probably in that room. So.
Not to the flooded district. Or did he?
There's the chamber. This will be easy enough then.
I trust you. Uneventful. I hear the watch is having trouble holding the side streets.
Bunch of children playing games, that's all it is.
Good, good. And your niece, Callista. I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found.
No more poison.
District by district.
The poor girl.
Callista's a resource.
Unless. Uh-oh.
Found a safe place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear anything, I'll come straight to you.
Okay.
I hope you won't refuse. It'll make this business pass all the quicker.
Make sure that we can't poison them, for starters.
Well, the servants must have been in here.
Your own squad after what happened last night?
It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one.
Like how they're giving me time.
Ah, here we are.
Ooh,
now
money.
if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained.
Oh, it's right there.
Meantime.
I
I'll
don't
guard
understand
him.
how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
What a... Who's been in here? I owe you an apology, Captain. This is hardly the hospitality I planned for you. Well, time to do it.
He's probably going to do his job, so. Probably.
Stop playing and come out at once. What's going on?
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Should have gone for the rooms first.
We know you're here.
Okay, I need to get down there and I need to get him.
Attention!
I also need that room.
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
I get here from here?
Can't stay hidden forever.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
I know you're here somewhere, Scott. We'll find you.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Oh, you know what?
I know you're here.
I may have locked myself out of that last room. I just realized where it was. Oh well.
I know
Okay.
you're here.
Too late now. I'll see if I can still get into it.
All right,
She has to see these.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Oh, I'll find you.
Okay. Do I have access to this room?
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Ooh, that's not good.
You, it's going to be bad.
I didn't realize they were going to be in here.
I know you're here.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Attention. Nothing.
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
I know you're here.
What gave it away? I think you're full of crap. I'm definitely not here.
Shout if you see him.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
What we have is a man, aged 30 perhaps, slender, unusual tattooing on the face and chest, probably superstitious heresy, wearing some sort of
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Caught at last. Give us a name at least. What's wrong with his eyes? Opium? Laudanum? Are you with us? What's he doing? Some kind of fit? He's gone.
Shout if you see him.
Here it is. A pin. Hidden in one of his gloves. Subject has administered
Attention!
some kind of
This
poison.
facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Okay, Can I climb on that? Oh.
Where are you? Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Check under everything. We'll find him.
Will you?
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on sight.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I still get to that room
Attention!
is the question.
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
I'm probably locked out. I'm assuming all the shutters are closed.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Once they brought here and here and leave, the overseers always find the guilt they seek.
So how did I get outside? All the shutters are closed.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Let's check it out before we flee.
I know you're here somewhere, scum.
Here you are. Ah, it's just not working. Gotcha.
When I find you, it's gonna be bad.
Attention!
Okay.
This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Where are you?
Let's see.
Shout if you see him.
So down that way.
We know you're here.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site. Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
There we go.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Another assassin! Help! Lost!
Seriously? Wait, what was the... I thought so. I think I need the overseer to get this one.
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Let's see. How am I doing? Okay, I'm good.
Alright, I won't be catching this rat bastard.
Yeah.
Damn! When I find... Gone!
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
I think they would figure out that I was probably gone by now. There we are. Gotcha. Okay. Guess I didn't need him.
Attention! This facility
facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Gee, I wonder what he's been doing down here. My girls. Campbell. I'm not sure how my predecessor operated, but from now on, if one of my girls tries to blackmail you, you send her back to me at the Golden Cat instead of concocting some plan on your own. I've had to replace 3 girls in as many months. You can imagine the business of carnal pleasure isn't booming in this plague-stricken hole you call a city. Madam Prudence. So he's a... we already know he was a freaking creep. Look, he's got sleeping darts in the drinks. God, this guy's the worst. I'm glad I didn't kill him. Come on, pick it up. What? Oh.
Attention.
Gotcha.
Facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect.
One of the
Report to
masks.
your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Curse those fools at Coldridge for letting Corvo get away. Who knows what the man could do now? Hiram, or the Lord Regent, as he asks us to call him now, seems to have faith in all the Sokolov's security devices he's put up all over the city, but I'm not so sure. At least the girl has been moved to a safe place.
Attention.
Visiting her twice a week has given me ample opportunity to inspect the facility.
Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
At least.
Alright. We should be good. Let's flee. Where's this go?
Attention! This facility is now in high alert. Lockdown is now in effect. Report to your stations and execute any intruders on site.
Okay. So with that branch, basically he's going to be cast out. So say goodbye to your position. Any out here? Oh my god, there's a bunch. Fine. Any of these already open? That's the only one of them's in here. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's over there. Okay, so we're right on top of it, basically. I'll probably need to go through one of these. Where are you? Ah, back there. How do I get in there? Maybe I gotta go this way. Why are you ready to go? Anything else? Yeah. Day, hiding place. Day 15, month of Timber. I managed to steal away one of the charms they were smashing in Warehouse A. Smashing them. Such beautiful and powerful things, and my brothers have no idea. They'll never find me back here, though. Nobody ever comes back here. I can brick up the door, and they'll never find me. It's all mine. Gotcha.
No, just a little cough. I'm fine. I feel completely fine. Fine? Look at you. You have the plague.
You were trying to conceal it from us.
Your brothers in the Order.
Was that your intent? To spread the malady to us?
No, friend. I tell you, I am well. As fit as ever. Put down your weapons. Just think for a moment before you...
Jeez.
He was sick. Very, very... Now to find some way to dispose of him.
This way. Further. Oh! I must hit a tripwire. Huh. Yeah, let's not dive down here. Are you kidding me? Trevor, we're going to need another shipment of tools to destroy these accursed bone charms. Though we managed to break down over the last couple of days... the last dozen over the last couple of months, sorry. To break down over a dozen last month, there are still more coming in from all over Crystal, and things are remarkably resilient. Okay. Great. Okay. Alright, one more and we can escape. Inside this place. Oh, that's not good.
We cannot doubt the effectiveness of Holger's device.
It's exploding hounds. Bartholomew, I've seen the harnesses you've been devising in that workshop of yours. If you can plan to strap explosives to my precious hounds and make living bombs out of them, you can count me out of your plan. I'm the master of the hounds here, and without my training, they'll never do as you request. Signed, Houndmaster Wharton.
Or the mathematical beauty of the music itself. We've seen it in action against the forbidden practices too many times to deny it. But the question no one wishes to ask is the incantation itself black magic? The boxes are priceless, but what's inside?
Where's the valve handle go? Concerning crossbows, Campbell, we initially thought it a great find when we came across some of the crossbows that the assassins had been using to harry our patrols. The model we found, however, have proven lacking. Dowd's men have greater accuracy and range, and I swear theirs reload faster. I'm recommending that we stick to pistols and sabers and count this as a lesson in where our strengths lie. Sincerely, Artificer? Bartholomew? That's a new word for me. I don't remember where the valve handle goes, but I don't remember if I really need it. I've already got everything, I think. It might be some other stuff too, like collectibles or something, but I honestly do not remember. So I might just leave it and call it good. Replacement valve. Humphrey, would you see to it that this valve gets installed in that little supply depot by the loading docks? The men have been grumbling about this thing for what must be months now, as if there were anything of value on the other side of that door. It's supposed to open. Keep quelling problems like this from me, and you just might make apprentice. Okay. Workshop chest key. Workshop chest key. What would that be? Oh, no. I know what that is. Yeah, here we go. Music box. Overseer Humphrey. I left you a copy of the ancient music so you might familiarize yourself with the principles I'm employing in this latest variation of Holger's device, or the music box, as the men call it. So I think there's a place called Coldridge Prison that you go to in the DLC. As you should know, it produces harmonies that render heretical energies or magic inert through counterbalancing mathematical principles. Read the book and then make yourself useful by finding us some subjects to test it on. The city is choked with corruption and superstition, so I trust you won't have to look far. Yeah, so that basically drains my powers. I didn't realize it was just sitting right here. I guess I could take the valve with me and see if I can figure it out, but I kind of want to get in there. You said by the docks, right? I probably have to wipe out all these guys to get it there. Yeah, let's not bother. Let's just get it. Let's just get out while we can. We've done our job and then some, so. Get to Samuel. Sees me. Alright. Tell me I can hit it? Yes, good.
Is that you?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Corvo. It's Samuel.
Oop.
I'm here. From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons.
I agree.
You ready to go?
I feel that way about most situations. People in high places, people with money. I don't think it should just apply to people of faith. I know it's not a popular opinion with some. Yes, take me back.
Okay, let's go.
Target 1 down. Alright, chaos low. Okay. Oh, I got everything. I forgot paintings were a thing until I saw it. I knew there was stuff in that room, but couldn't remember if I could get in there. So only 3 deaths, alarms run. The alarms I don't care about really, because I kind of did that on purpose in a way. Or not on purpose, but I let it go. Now, I have a feeling the special actions, we helped Granny infect the Bottle Street gang. That's probably going to lead to more bodies. Probably. That's going to definitely lead to more bodies. Rescued Griff, which is good. We can talk to him later then. Branded Campbell, which is the non-lethal approach. And I said the non-lethals I think are a lot better, because I'd rather see him, have to deal with the consequences of what he's done than just die by my hand. And we saved Captain Kerr now. So, because that's why I shot those glasses. I do believe that Campbell will bring him down to the room, the kind of locked room where he apparently brings the girls from the, what's it called? The Golden Cat or something like that. But I didn't want a chance that he was going to kill him right then and there. But I think he brings him down. I don't think he's not the type of guy to do things that require him to get his hands dirty, so to speak. He usually makes other people do most of the work for him. Of course, unless it's girls in a position that he can, where he can control them, which I assume it is with the people he's killed. The Hound Pits Pub. Overseers undone. Martin is on his way to join the Loyalists, and Campbell's fate has thrown the Overseers into disarray. Decoding the High Overseer's journal may reveal any number of strategic secrets, most notably the location of rightful heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin.
Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
She's waiting for us.
He's alive. Thank you, Corvo, thank you. My uncle's a good man, and one day he'll prove it. Here. I know you did this for the right reasons, but I want you to take this as a reward. It's an old heirloom one of my aunts gave me.
Alright. I think usually when we come back here, it kind of sets us up for the next mission, so we'll probably duck out here. Alright. So, that was our first part for Dishonored. So just kind of a quick recap. The story kind of starts off with Corvo coming back from a couple months long journey, kind of seeing if the rat plague has been found in other territories, other islands, because I think there's 4 islands. We haven't come across any lore on that quite yet. But basically seeing if it's affecting anybody else in the Empire. And he comes back with news, of course, that there isn't. We met some characters, so we met High Overseer Campbell, we met the Spy Master, I can't think of his name now, who I believe is now what they call the Lord Regent. We met Emily, of course, which is the Empress's daughter. And then we met the Empress herself, Jessamine. We met Anton Sokolov, the painter and inventor. And that's kind of how we started off the game, is giving her notice. And then basically we were attacked by a group of assassins that have supernatural powers. They killed the Empress, took Emily, and left us, and we were then used. Basically, that's what the Dishonored part of this comes, is we were used basically in framed for her murder. So, as they said, it wasn't planned that way. It's just bad timing on our part, and good luck for them. So, they locked us up in Coldridge Prison for I don't know what they say, a couple months or so. So we were probably there for quite a while, and somebody basically gave us the means to get out and escape. And after we escaped, we basically met up with the people that helped us. So at the Hound Pits Pub. So Samuel is the boatman, the one that brought us there. So we don't really know much about him yet. To me, he doesn't strike me similar as the rest. He seems like he's just kind of your average guy, and I kind of like that about him. He's pretty down to earth, and I kind of like his commentary on that stuff. We met we're calling the loyalists, the ones that are they claim that they're loyal to Emily Caldwin as being the true empress, and they want to basically give us a chance to work with them and fight back. Probably because we're the most capable of doing that. So they're the ones who helped break us out, and it didn't sound like they thought our odds were in our favor with that. But they, it worked out, and so basically they want to make a move, start making moves against the Lord Regent. I can't think of his name now. I think that was the original spy master, and his people essentially. And so of course the first thing we needed to do was go for the High Overseer, who knows where Emily is, or would know where Emily is, and basically target him. And so we're kind of taking the role of an assassin, is what we're supposed to be doing essentially. And obviously I took a different route there. And so the Hound Pits Pub is essentially like our location for a base. And then those are the two loyalists we met was Havelock, which I think is one of the military, and then there's Pendleton. Can't think of his first name now. There's Piero, who is our current inventor, the one who's kind of in competition with Sokolov. So those are the main ones we ran across, and then the people who kind of run the pub. There's Lydia, which looked like she was kind of wearing like a maze type outfit, and there was, what was her name, the other girl? I can't think of it now. She looked like she was dressed more casually, but I think she just works there. And then there's Callista, that wanted our help with our first target, basically saving her brother. And I believe her brother, I can't think of what his name is now, Jeffrey, I think. Ironic, my name. But I think her brother was the one that was there at the beginning. I think Beth had commented on that, but that was him. So we saved him. He's one of the overseers, I think, or not the overseers. He was there at the overseer's place. I don't know if he's an overseer himself. And so we got to meet like those people. That's who kind of are around our home base, the Hound Pits Pub. So we went on our first target, essentially, which is again to find the High Overseer Campbell, and to basically take him out, and then find a diary of his that held the location of Emily. Or I don't know where they're getting that information. They're the people that would know. I don't. We're kind of just being used as a tool here. So some other things kind of before we got into that, we got equipped with some equipment. So we have the mask that we use, that's supposed to inspire fear. We have the weaponry that was built for us. And the coolest part, of course, the Void. We're pulled into the Void by the outsider who's kind of saying how things are going to... I don't know if he knows how things are going to play out, but he's kind of talking to us about things that are going to play out in the future. And he basically put his mark on us, which you can see there on Corvo's left hand, which gave us supernatural powers from the Void. So going towards our objective, our main thing was to free Martin, I think it was, who's one of the overseers that we believe can help us. We also were to target the High Overseer, and Callista requested that we help save her brother, because she has intel that he was going to poison, the High Overseer was going to poison her brother. And so what I did is I destroyed the drink, waited for the High Overseer to kind of get in there with him, and then I basically knocked him out, and I brought him to the interrogation room. So Martin was there, so Jeffrey was able to get away. And then I brought him to the interrogation room basically to brand him as a heretic, because that'll kind of force him out of his position. So I don't know if they said what happened to him after that, other than being forced out. They're not allowed to associate with the overseers anymore. And the overseers are essentially like a religious group that work against magic users. So the witches, us, basically anybody of that realm. We got to see some of the technology of the city, learn about the rat plague. We met some other characters in the mix, or heard about some other characters. So there's kind of two players on the street. There's Granny Rags, who is it sounds like she's a witch. I would say she's probably a witch of sorts. But she's basically an old woman that used to be of high society, but is now seems to have kind of lost her mind and somewhat her vision. and she wanted us to poison the distillery of the other group, which is the Bottle Street Boys or Bottle Street Gang, who are headed by sounds like a pretty rough guy named Slackjaw. So we got some players there in the streets that, we met her. Now we'll probably meet him next time, I would assume. And, or next time we're on the streets at least, because we go to different locations in this game. And some of the technology we found was like the wall of light, which kind of vaporizes people that walk through it, so you basically have to go around it or shut it down. There's the arc pylons, which we haven't seen in action yet. So, there's some kind of cool technology type stuff. We saw the music box that the overseers use, which suppresses our powers essentially. So if that's running, basically it drains us of our ability to use our outsider powers, the ones that the Mark of the Outsider gave us. And then there's the rat plague, which is essentially, I assume it's supposed to basically model like the bubonic plague, one of those periods, but which is, in reality is caused by a type of bacteria called Yersinia pestis. In this game, the bigger issue for us is the rats, because the rats devour people, which I thought was kind of a cool spin when I first played this. And that's actually really reminds me of A Plague Tale, which I have not played the newest one, and I can't wait to. That's actually on my list. I played the original though a couple times, so which I thought was really good. So that kind of felt like there was a connection there. And so we branded the High Overseer as a heretic. We rescued 2 people, made our way back. Essentially, we escaped with Samuel and made our way back to the pub, and that's where we left off. And Callista seemed really happy that her brother got away, which of course she would. The reason I stopped there, and I'm going to do this with the follow-up parts that we do, is basically because every time we go to the pub, we kind of get filled in on what we're doing next. So, it seemed better to leave that for next time, where we can kind of pick up there. And so, that's Dishonored. That's where we're starting. So, next time we'll probably be looking for Emily. Now is probably what our next objective is going to be. And let's say it's Saturday, so we'll probably be doing that on Wednesday. So thank you all for joining. I hope you're enjoying, because I absolutely love this game. It's one of my favorite series out there. I really love the second. I like the second just a little bit more than the first, but there's a lot of stuff that I like about both that I think makes them both amazing games. And I think the DLCs for both are good, just as well, as good, if not better in some ways. But I love this game and the story, and I think it's really amazing, and I'm glad to share it with people. So again, thank you all for joining, and I will probably see you all on Wednesday.